Today we are back on the Greendale development just at the bottom of Stand Lane in Radcliffe, and this particular property that we're going to take a look at is on Greendale Drive itself. Now, it's with pleasure that I get to say we're returning to this one, and that's because the current owner actually bought it from us when we first opened our doors at the turn of 2016 and 2017, and he's now ready to pass on that baton to the one lucky family. Now, it's a substantial 4-bed family home and it sits on a great plot. So it's got gardens to the front, the side and the rear. The rear garden's not overlooked, I might add. And it's also got this huge 4-car driveway, which I know not many of the other ones on this development have. In addition to that, it's got storage by way of a garage, but there's more to it, there's more potential in fact. So let's go and take a look inside and check it out. Now, it's got a really good size, impressive hallway, this house, where you've got access to your downstairs toilet, which every family's going to need, and you've also got a good size storage cupboard just behind it. But what I like most about this house is the fact that it's got an actual hallway rather than an entrance vestibule where you're stepping straight into your living room and then looping on round into your kitchen. And while you can do that here, you can also get access to your kitchen just through here. Now, I always like it when the kitchen is positioned to the rear of the house, and it's because it gives you a little bit more potential. Not only do you get some great views of the garden, but if you were to look to extend or convert, with it being to the rear, it does give you that option. As it stands, it's a lovely modern kitchen with plenty of units. You've got a utility room, a separate utility room just through here, so that's always handy for housing those noisy appliances. You've even got a bit of space there for a small breakfast table. Just through here, well, that takes us on into the main living room. Now, it's almost like 2 rooms here that have been knocked through into one. So we've got the dining area just in front of those French doors and adjacent to the kitchen. And then over on this side is where we've got the main living room space. Now, I mentioned from the hallway that you have got access from there as well. So we come through the kitchen just there. You could have come in through the hallway. Now, this living room's huge. It's certainly bigger than most of the other homes I've been in on this development. It's got a nice big bay window to the front as well, so that always lets in loads of natural light. Now, you'd probably leave this exactly as it is, and I think the layout's absolutely fine. But here's a few ideas for any of you who were looking at changing things up a bit. You've got a big storage cupboard there, by the way. That's beneath the stairs. But over here, now, as you see, it's opened up. So you've got the lounge and the diner opened into one. But if it was me, I'd perhaps look at going through this wall here and making it a large kitchen diner. That's only a stud wall, so I'm sure it's easy done. I think it'd look great, that, especially with a breakfast bar or an island. And then if you wanted to, you could even look at putting some doors on here so you kept that main front room separate from the rear of the house. Right then, upstairs, what have we got? Well, first of all, we've got another huge storage cupboard. So that's 3 in total, plus the garage, plus the loft space. So you're certainly not going to be short of storage with this one. And what I like about the upstairs is that it feels kind of symmetrical. So on either side of the landing, we've got a huge double bedroom, and then we've got the smaller bedrooms at the other side of the landing. So let's go and check them out. So this is bedroom 1, which is positioned to the rear. Now at the minute, it's got some fitted wardrobes, and you might look to upgrade those in the future, but for now, it gives you an idea of what you're working with. It also comes with its own ensuite shower room, and it's a shame we've chose today to do this because it's a bit miserable out there, but I'm told on a nice summer's day, you get some glorious views of Holcombe Hill and everything else in the distance. I'd argue that bedroom 2 is actually bigger than bedroom 1, certainly in terms of floor space, but because that one's got the ensuite, I think it's only fair we call that one the master. Now this one's positioned to the front, so you get those dual aspect windows, which I think is a really nice feature. And this one, much like the other one, comes with some nice modern fitted wardrobes. Bedrooms 3 and 4. Now the third room is positioned to the rear, and at the minute it's currently set up as a bit of a walk-in wardrobe or a dressing room, so you do need to look beyond that. But if you check out the floor plan, you'll see the accurate dimensions and measurements, and you can see that it's a really good size single. And then on the other side of the landing, continuing that symmetry as I mentioned, is bedroom 4. Now it's currently set up as a bit of an office / gym. Much like the other front room, it's got those dual windows, but what you perhaps can't see is that there's a little bit of a recess here. So if you were looking to put a single bed in it, I imagine that would go here, probably finish about here, you'd have all that floor space. And then last of all, completing all the internal accommodation is the family bathroom. Now, it's as you'd expect, it's got a 3-piece suite with a shower overhead. It's fair to say it's probably not the most modern, but it's certainly not something you're going to need to think about straight away. And I think for now, it's going to be absolutely fine. Now, it's a great sized garden, as I mentioned, and it's not overlooked. That's the gable of somebody's garage there, so you can see it's nice and private. You've got access down both sides as well, it's worth pointing out, and it's really well maintained. So if you're a young family looking for that nice outdoor space, you can absolutely love this.